Yo.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
What's going on, Levi?
How's it going?
It's going good. How you doing?
Still vertical, unfortunately.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it was a wild night.
Same shit, different
Were you
quarterback.
guys both out last night?
Yeah, we did. We were on a bender. Yeah, we did a lot of K.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That was last night that
Yeah.
that you were weird.
Yeah, I apparently... Colton said I was super weird last night. Taylor said I was very weird. I was like, I do not even remember. I'm sure I was.
Colton saying you're weird is weird.
That's true. Yeah, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Well, I was just saying that if he thinks you're weird, then you're probably fucking really weird.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
What could I have done or said?
I think I texted Casey the last time that I was on. I know, like, I'm pretty sure my brain is melted 20 minutes from now or something. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I can't even come back with a sorry apology text to that one. It was so weird.
It was something about a yellow light. I remember something about a yellow light.
Yeah.
Sitting in the car at a yellow light, like it was completely incoherent. Those are like I've got a couple of those texts from you where I'm like, man, what
is happening?
What the fuck, man? Is he good?
Well, I will say, sometimes it's just, me being interstellar.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just a joke that doesn't track. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
There are bombs I sent in the group.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of times when I have
Wait, did you hit record already?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh shit! I forgot to intro him.
Well, we can always
should we
cut,
pause and
we
then
can
I
always
can
cut
do his
out and
intro?
shit. Yeah, we can always clip it up afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pretend. Yeah, let's keep going like that never happened.
Yeah.
My bad.
It doesn't have to have here.
Cool.
All right. Boom.
All right, I'm just gonna intro you real quick, and then I'll bring you on. Okay, so we've reached the portion of this episode where we bring on our guest comedian for an interview. His name is... He's super based. His name is Levi Johnson. Woo! We need to get people to clap and shit.
Yeah, we can always throw in.
Let's get a
tracks
Seinfeld
behind.
laugh track. What's up, Levi? How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. How you guys doing?
Good.
Dude. Hell yeah.
Good. It's been a good day.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for
man,
coming.
I'm just hanging out here. I'm just being Jewish-ish, unlike you guys.
Jewish-ish is a good follow-up to Blackish.
Jason.
I mean, technically on paper, I'm more Jewish than both of you because my name's Levi Seth, and
Yeah.
I'm an accountant degree, so it's...
That's true. You've got a lot of the boxes checked.
You've got every credential except
Yeah.
the mother and the. I mean, it really just take the mother,
I don't have
right?
the last name or
Yeah.
the go-to get the cheap, engagement ring.
It's true. It's really true.
No, man, how you guys doing?
Good, man.
Been boozing it up and
Yep. Token,
Yeah,
chilling.
dude, it's a day drinking Saturday if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm in the middle of an anxiety attack. I've literally just the whole force of me accepting to be the coach of my son's football team is really weighing down on me right now. I mean, I'm like, I am in charge of 8 of these young kids.
You're
like,
gonna do good. What are you in your head about for?
Oh, I don't know, dude.
8 kids.
I mean, just thinking about last night
Yeah.
and being up till 5 a.m. on ketamine, like
Yeah.
I'm supposed to tell these kids how to live their lives. That's the
Yeah.
wildest thing.
Levi's like, 8 kids? I've only fucked 1 kid before. How am I supposed to fuck 8 kids at once?
Yeah, dude, 8 kids. What? How old is your son, Levi?
He's 8.
Yeah, dude, 8 8-year-olds.
8-year-olds. So
is a-
64 kids.
8-year-olds, dude. 8-year-olds.
Oh
This
my
is not
god.
what I meant in my XNX search when I was talking about a midget gangbanging. not what I meant.
Hey, was the football team coaching something you agreed to when you were stoned?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, unless I'm asleep, I'm making decisions that way.
Right.
But no, I signed up thinking, like, when I was a kid and I was playing sports, like, there was tons of aggressive dads that wanted to be coached, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I signed up just to try to, like, roll with the tide and be like, okay, I don't want to be the only a-hole that doesn't sign up, doesn't care about his kid.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm the only one that signed up.
Oh my
Dude.
god, that's awesome.
So you're flying solo.
What a good reversal.
I'm looking for an assistant coach. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, Casey, you want to coach?
Hell no.
Do you need more responsibility in your
No,
life?
I think I'm good on the responsibility angle.
I texted Luke and asked him if he wanted to be my assistant coach. I thought that would be hilarious.
That would be a movie.
Dude,
I would watch that TV show.
That
Oh
would be
my
a good
God.
assistant coach.
He didn't want any part of it.
No.
Yeah, I was so disappointed.
That's such a letdown. He would have been, I mean, really great at that.
I'll put the peer pressure on him, but he doesn't really succumb to it. You
Yeah,
know?
no, you should be like, dude, if you're not a coach, you're probably gay.
Yeah. It's anti-Semitic if you don't coach Levi's football team.
Yeah, I would think he would. Well, I can see why he wouldn't want to. I can see why he wouldn't want to coach. Is
the
his?
imminent divorce?
Yeah.
Makes you hate family. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Doesn't he have? He has a kid your age.
Takes half of what you have. It's a rough go.
That's true. Statistically, he's already killed himself.
Yeah. Yeah, going through. You've been through a divorce, right, Levi?
Yeah, no, I have not. I was with my son's mother for 20 years.
Yeah.
Never married her.
Smart.
Thank God. You know, but not like it wasn't under duress. You know what I mean? Like I was dodging those bullets constantly. I got very good at it.
Wow.
Oh.
You're in the trenches, just like waiting for the next one to hit.
You know.
Yeah, going through divorce is rough.
I didn't know this till yesterday. I think I found this out last night.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the only reason that we bombed Nagasaki was because it was cloudy over our first nuclear bomb destination. Can you imagine waking up in Nagasaki and be like, "It's a fucking nice day, dude." And 30 miles over, it's overcast.
You've got your coffee and your bagel. You appreciate it. Yeah.
Dude,
It's a wild thing to think about.
That's a bit, right? That.
I go back and forth with nukes. Like sometimes I think, dude, that's like really horrible, terrible thing, and then other times I'm like, do they really exist, or is this something that could have been created to just scare the shit out of all of us, and like nobody really actually has them? You know, like I would hope that's the case because
true.
The story I understand is that the nukes that we dropped over there were like atom bombs, right?
Yeah.
And that the new nukes, if they exist,
hydrogen,
right?
Yes.
And the atom bombs,
different level of damage. It's like exponentially worse.
It's like
they pull energy out of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
With the hydrogen, right? That's the problem.
At least that's what they tell us.
Yeah, and it's like they don't know if you can make a hydrogen bomb or use a hydrogen bomb without just blowing up the world. Because like hypothetically, it should just create a chain reaction that kills everybody.
Let me ask you two Jews this.
Yeah.
Because we know.
Did you guys see the article about the West support for Israel being the number one threat to free speech in the world?
Wow. No, but I think it's an important issue. Certainly, yeah.
Yeah,
it's really
it's on my
interesting.
boy Charlie Robinson's. He just bought this internet newspaper. It's called Activist Post.
Yeah.
That's where I get most of my shit from. I mean, it's an unbiased, non-legend, Legend 6 fucking news media outlet. But anyways, you guys should check that shit out if you never read it.
Oh hell yeah! I'm always
It's a good
interested to hear a new perspective.
Yeah.
I was just reading this article when you guys called. It's insane, dude. I don't even know if I'm if I've read it enough to even talk about it. But you guys should read it. Maybe next time we talk, we'll talk about this. But
Yeah.
it's pretty wild, dude. Activist Post.
Yeah.
The West is unison with Israel.
Oh wow.
And threatening free speech. That's what they say.
Yeah.
So,
It's fucked up that the left can champion every group of minorities except the Jews. Like, if trans people need a bathroom, oh, sure. But if Jewish people want a state, they're like, no,
Well,
we're going to criticize that.
They can
well,
do.
this is the quote in the article that caught me. And it was from Pepe Escobar. And he said, the notion that Europe is able to propose a military threat to Russia does not even qualify as trashy propaganda for sub-zero IQs. Dude, that's a wild statement.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm beginning as.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the next war, right? Russia just decides, fuck it, we're coming back, you know?
Dude, I mean, just talk about big-time sellouts to political agendas. That statement as well. But anyway, sorry.
So
Let's go light.
Yeah. Let's keep it
Well,
breezy.
I got one more thing on free speech.
Okay.
I got
one more heavy thing.
So I'm a free speech absolutist. Like, and I kind of, you don't realize how valuable it is until you can see like what's happening over in Europe where they're jailing people for memes. So I think like anything that is a threat to free, like anybody that looks to take away free speech, like no matter how horrible it is that somebody is saying, I still want them to be able to say it because that, like, at least you know where they stand.
Yep.
And without free speech, shit just goes underground.
Right. It's the art of war too. It's not. It's philosophy. It's everything, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to know where your enemies stand.
Yeah.
And plus, you're right, dude. If I can't make a joke that is funny to some people and offensive to others, then what the fuck are we doing?
I know it's fucked. This war of political correctness on comedy, and it ruins comedy. I think it ruins free speech, and to act like comedy is the same thing as being racist. It's like, no, if you are going on stage and you're saying the N-word as a white person, that's racist. But if you're doing a joke about anything comedic and it's let's say it's even in poor taste.
It's the bridge to racism, dude. That's what it is. It's comedy is the bridge to break through the racism. If we all
we all broke through the barriers around all these misunderstandings, a lot of comedic premises are just rooted in the ignorance that we have around these issues. And you joke and you sort of laugh at it and you go, we're kind of all a lot more similar than we are different. And it's weird that people want to cancel that.
Where is everybody canceling Patrice O'Neal for doing white voice?
Right.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is this whole thing is a purity test that's riddled with double standards.
Guys for a long time, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's still the man.
As long as white guys are making fun of everyone else, they've been making fun of white guys too.
Yeah. Shout out to Jim Shy at Cock and Bull. He got to hang out with Patrice. He was saying that Patrice is.
Patrice is he's definitely in my
goated top 5 forever.
That's a big fat black guy, right?
Yes, dude.
Yeah, he's funny as shit.
He's a comics comic. He's a fucking legend. He died too soon.
Oh, he's dead?
He has about just chilling downstairs watching the baseball game and his girlfriend wakes up. She's like, "Why didn't you wake me up?"
Yeah.
He's like, once you love someone, you can no longer like them.
Yeah, that's so true.
So accurate, though.
Right?
Every time Lindsay's fucking around, I put that bit on.
Oh my god.
Lindsay.
Lindsay's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
With the rabbit.
Yeah.
That pees on her.
Lindsay with the bunny that's never been in Playboy and can't play the fucking drums.
Let's get a rap horn on this podcast. What about, it's funny because you've got rap horns, then you've also got rape horns. And
I think those are whistles, right?
They don't have rape horns?
No, they got whistles. The rape
That's awesome. I really thought they had rape horns.
You can make one.
My girlfriend has this thing on her phone with her friends. I call it the rape app. But it's literally like their GPS location on iPhones.
Wow.
But it's like literally because they're all like drunk barflies.
Yeah.
So if they see one of them go home with like a weirdo, they're just like checking the location, making sure it's not like, out east in Arcadia.
In Mayaca City Forest, Mayaca State Park. Dude, that location tracking is wild though, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Like,
let me ask you guys this: have you ever looked through your photos, right? And looked at the GPS tracking of where you took the photos, and it draws a map.
Yeah.
What, like
you have a detective working in your phone.
Oh, for sure. They're watching us.
We've all agreed to being tracked.
Like every photo I took, here's the ping for it.
Yeah, it's so, and I never have location turned on. And they always fucking know that city forever from 2012, you're in Shibuya, Japan. It's like, okay, but why the fuck do you know that?
And, we really should be getting all this shit for free.
Is Shibuya a real place in Japan, dude?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
It's more like a Thailand place,
Booyah on your ass.
We should be getting all of our phones and everything for free.
If it was in Thailand, it would be Hibuti.
Yeah, Hibuya.
Katui. Isn't that the lady boys? Kathui? Katoi?
Yeah. Cthulhu?
That's the joke.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's sick.
Well, shit, man. What else you guys got?
We were thinking about how interesting a lot of comics, our job is to be funny, but so many of us are angry and bitter. And I struggle a lot with my anger. I think we all have that issue, and we were just thinking that's kind of interesting.
I'm pretty sure that, well, at least one of you have seen me fucking crash out in person a couple of times, dude.
We've probably all seen each other crash out.
Who's that, me? Me or Jake?
No, Levi crashed out at a mic once that I saw. I mean, I appreciate a good crash out. That was one for the books.
I will say, that crash out was worth it because that crowd was attentive afterwards.
You did really clear the way. Like, I had one of my better sets.
300 times.
Yeah.
Was that the riot night where you almost started the riot?
No, that was the other crash out that I had.
Okay.
It wasn't even really a crash out. That was a total setup for a white cis male.
Yeah. Some of these aren't mics, they're ambushes. And I just try to, like, keep my composure, get off stage, and then never come back. Like, I'm not going to say which of the 3 kava bars in Sarasota it was.
Bar.
It wasn't Kava Social. But there are 2 kava bars that are super PC and they're babies and they don't know how to do comedy at mics. And it's not Kava Social Club.
So
and,
what other one wasn't it?
It's the other 2, and both of them suck. And like if you're just a white guy, they want to yell at you, they want to heckle you, they want to get offended, they don't want to laugh. So it's like, then why did you want to make an open mic, you fucking idiots? Like,
all right, let's take a pause right there. Let's shout out Kava Social Bar for being the joint, though.
The joint. I've been doing comedy 2 years without doing 10 minutes every Friday there. I would not be where I am. It fucking sharpens your goddamn skills.
Where's that at? Sarasota?
Village of the Arts, yeah.
I think it's, I could be wrong. It's 1309 Manatee Avenue.
That's right.
I could be wrong. But it's right there on the corner of Manatee Avenue, downtown.
Yeah. Right by that bus station.
Great spot.
Really
Even
good
if you're not into comedy, you can go in there, you can get weed, drinks.
They got hella drugs in there, and it shouldn't be legal.
They got Kratom.
Yeah, it's a good spot. It really.
People.
I wish every business ran their mic more like that, where they're like, we give you a good amount of time. Hey, when there's no crowd, they don't just give me 10, they give me fucking 15, you know, and it's like, that helped.
That's, you know, and that's what I love about that place is they really do invite the local talent, and even the musicians they have there, dude, are unreal.
Yeah, some of them are terrible, some of them are great, but regardless, people are pretty nice to them, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
It's a good spot.
Do you want me to set up the story about the crash out at the Zoo Club?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I've heard that one.
It's a pretty good one. So we went, this is the second week in a row. They had 3 weeks where they were doing a comedy contest. So you had to make it into the finals.
Yeah.
So the first week that we went, which was the week before the finals, which is the first time that we got to go up, you know, like they picked 3 or 4 from each one and put them in the finals. So Marty and I go up there, and I go against Brandy Love in the first round.
Brandy Love, the porn star?
No, you know who she. I'm sure you know who she is, dude. She's the light skinned chick with the white boyfriend with the flipped up bill. He looks like a fat Woody Harrelson.
Oh yeah.
He's a fucking loser. Anyways.
Yeah.
So I beat Brandy, and then I go up against what is her name? K-Love.
Oh yeah.
No, it's K-Flow. K-Flow is her name. It's literally fucking Medea goes open mic, dude.
Tyler Perry's Medea.
He's telling stories. She's got a crowd of 30 people in there.
Oh god. So she won because it was a bringer, basically.
Oh yeah.
That's bullshit.
114.9 to 115 on
that noise meter is bullshit. I stopped. Like, I like the guy who runs that place, but that noise meter setup is horse shit.
Oh yeah, it's gay.
It's not accurate, and you can't inherently that setup where one person goes first and one person goes second. Then you do the applause meter. That's bullshit. They're gonna clap for whoever went second every time. They remember that better. What you have to do is first person goes up, applause meter. Then you go second round, then applause meter, and you compare those 2 scores. You can't do.
I didn't think you have to have unbiased 3-panel judges.
That too. You kill Tony it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that way you get different judges with different perspectives.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're saying like this Monique Queen She Thick beat you or whatever? Update Casey.
Monique is 100 times funnier than this chick.
Oh hell yeah.
I think this is the one that I heard.
Oh, you heard about Lizzo? Okay.
Yeah. This was the riot night, right?
Yeah, so then we go back 2 weeks later for the finals.
Yeah.
I made it to the finals, so I got invited back. They put me up against Brandy and no, who did I go up? I went up against somebody in the first round, demolished them. Second round, they put me up against Marty, right?
They do that too much. They have us go against our own people every fucking time.
But Martin went against Brandy in the first round, and they did a recount twice. Martin still won, and then 5 minutes or 2 minutes into the next person's set, they walk up to Marty and they go, "Hey, we're gonna have you and Brandy go up and do another minute apiece because it was unclear about what happened."
No, it wasn't.
I started to lose it right then, dude. And then Jokums was there.
Yeah.
And Marty, and so he pulls us outside and he's like, "Look, dude, let's just walk out." And so we're all like, "Fine, let's just go, dude." And so we go up and tell the dude, "Hey, we're gonna walk out." We're like, "This is bullshit." Marty obviously won, dude. Everyone knows he won.
Yeah.
Brandy's a joke. And he's like, no, don't leave. And then Marty just has a change of pace where he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go up." I'm like, "Yeah, just go up and murder this bitch, dude. Just go up." You know what I mean? So I didn't know the boyfriend is standing behind me listening to me talk about it. And I'm not really talking about his girlfriend. I'm just talking about the Mike. Go up there and murder this bitch. Go up there and kill this Mike, dude. Go up there and do a minute.
Yeah.
Put this bitch to rest, going to the next round. So he goes up there, murders her.
Right.
Goes to the next round. They swap the way that the brackets are held up to where they put me and Marty against each other. He's on the top of the other bracket. I'm on the bottom.
Bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
They're just trying to eliminate the whites, man.
No, they honestly would fuck with our group. I went twice, and they always put me against people I knew immediately. I'm like, no. There's 8 other people. You put me against the strangers. It'll be a better show. We don't both know each other's material. And you run the show right. How you do it is you go first person, then you see what the applause is. Second person, then you see the applause. And that way you can measure them. Because the current way they have one person go, second person go, then they compete each other clapping wise. That second person has a huge psychological advantage.
Facing us off in the second round is literally a fucking used car salesman jacket.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of you because you're fun. Like, they have a couple people that, let's be honest, are just friends with the people who run it, and they need them to keep winning it. And
K-Flow.
Susie Sunshine, that whole thing, yeah. And it's,
okay, so I forgot this part. So K-Flow is on stage starting the show out, right?
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be a local St. Pete comedian that just came up 2 weeks before and won.
Right.
And so she's talking to the dude that runs the show, and she's like, "So where's the next stop at?" And he's giving her like the neck, like the hand across the neck, like shh. And she keeps going like, "Where's the next one?" He's like, "Fort Myers." And he's like, "Shut the fuck up," because she's literally telling everybody that this is a home cooked meal. They're all touring together. I figured it out right then that they were all touring together. So I start going on YouTube and I'm looking up videos of all these motherfuckers, and all of them have been doing shows together for years. When Brandy went up against me the first time, she said, "This was her whole bit. This is my first time doing an open mic."
That should be illegal. I've seen that gimmick a million times. You can't fucking
how many firsts?
So when they put Marty against me versus Marty, I let Marty go first. Marty slayed, and I go up there. I told Marty, I'm like, "Look, I'm gonna give this one to you."
Do you remember that guy, that big dude who did really well, who claimed it was his first time?
Jaws.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've never had sex. Like,
I don't know if that's his first time or not.
No, of course it was.
He's definitely comfortable up there.
He absolutely has done.
I'm friends with that guy, so I don't. I'm not gonna say anything I don't know.
Bro, if he hadn't done stand up, he's done performance art or something else before. It was bullshit.
He was on board with the whole thing being rigged. He understood.
He knew it was rigged. It was rigged for his benefit. There were a number of times they've rigged that show.
He's lying about his mic sets on him.
Oh, okay.
I've only seen him.
Yeah.
Both of them were at.
Yeah. Levi, we got to take a quick break to eat dinner with Casey and the fam, but can we call you back?
30 seconds, I'll finish the story. And then
Yeah.
All right, so I go up, and Marty slays, I go up. I tell Marty when I'm walking off stage, he hands me the mic. I'm like, "Dude, I'm about to hand this to you."
Yeah.
So I'm doing bits. The boyfriend of Brandy Love is in the background calling me a pedophile and a racist, all kinds of crazy
lovely.
shit. And so I'm in the middle of, I think it's the autistic stripper joke.
Yeah. Randy.
K-Flow comes up on stage. Dude, she didn't even like me. She just walks up on the stage. So I'm like, "Hold up, bitch." I'm like, "That's not how this works. You gotta like me. You don't just come up and take the microphone."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I'm like, "All right, look, let's just break this down. This whole thing is rigged." You know what I mean? And I just fucking blow out like the fucking absurdity of this whole.
Good. Someone should. I get invited back there, and it's like, I'm never going.
Like to Marty, right? I walk off stage, And I go pay my bill at the bar. I come back, collect Lindsay and Mark. We're about to leave. I'm walking out. K-Flow is sitting right by the door. And I just lean in. I'm literally 8 inches from her face. And I'm like, look, it's not cool to fucking come up and ruin someone's set. Like, you got to light me and then come out. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just come up in the middle of my fucking joke and cut me off. Like, I know what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And this bitch pulls off her vest, her jean vest that she's wearing. And she's like, this motherfucker is abusing me. You better get him.
Jesus.
Like, dude, the most crazy thing ever.
Gaslighting motherfuckers.
And I'm like, so we just leave, right? And then I talked to the dude that runs the show after. I'm like, yo, you should check the fucking footage on the camera right there. I'm like, this bitch is trying to start a race riot. And like, I was just trying to tell her, like, yo, don't check a comedian like that. Like, do your job right.
Yeah, don't rig the whole thing. Don't mismanage how it runs.
Take her 45 seconds to get to the stage when people were done.
Yeah.
It's like, pay attention to what you're doing. Anyway.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, long story short, I guess the dude seen the footage, and he told Marty to tell me to come back to Zoo Club. Yeah. Whatever. So we might have a race riot number 2. All right.
Hell yeah.
Good talking to you. Good talking to people.
We'll call you back for part 2 in a bit.
All right, no problem.
Hell yeah.
Later, bro.
Sounds good.
Peace. All right, now we're gonna go eat. Yeah, here we go. Boom.
Yeah.
We're recording.
We're back, folks. Part 2 of episode 2. You guys know our names, but I'll say them anyhow. Jake, Casey, Levi is back on for the second half of the second episode. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
And he's back as
hell yeah.
Are you back as Levi or your alter ego?
If you're in
Eli?
the comedy scene, you might know Levi as Eli.
Depends on what the crowd looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I see a bunch of Mercedes Benzes out there in the parking lot, I'm definitely not going Jewish with my joke.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I see a couple fucking ragged VWs,
could be.
I'm like, I know that there's one Jew there that had to make that decision between being frivolous and buying an economic car.
Oh my gosh, that's a really tough choice. You're like, it's a bargain, but that was the Hitler car. And it's like, what did I do?
I owned a Mercedes for a little bit.
Levi, that's a real Sophie's choice.
Nice.
What's a Sophie's choice?
That's a Holocaust movie.
Oh.
Oh shit! My dad's gonna murder me if he sees this.
Yeah,
I'll have to add that to my list.
Make it great with Sophie's choice to Dirty Diana.
Nasty woman.
German main clothes hanger, dude. That's a rough one.
Oh shit! We were watching True Detective season 2 last night. I'm still remembering that that fight that he had with his mother, the gay cop. You could have been a scrape job. And he goes, you wouldn't even know whose it was, you poisoned coos.
Coos is
so good.
I think didn't we determine last night we're bringing coos back?
We're bringing coos. I'm saying it. We're bringing coos back.
What is? Dude, you guys. There's 2 references. You got to catch me up. What's a coos?
A coos is like, I think, Italian for cunt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
Cunt with a cream pie in it.
Yeah. It might be like cunt with the N-word, yeah. Like, somehow they just throw that into everything. They're so racist.
How about we
just went from Italian to Sicilian.
We could do yakuza.
Yeah, a couple of yakuzas in here. That's crazy.
I'm sure it's such good podcast for all of us to be hysterically laughing at cum jokes.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Yeah.
You gotta splice that Yakuza bit in right after the Nagasaki bit, though.
Oh yeah. Let's get a YouTube short of that. Definitely.
See, you're thinking Yakuza like the Japanese gang.
He was going Yakub, like Yakubian.
Yeah.
I got it, but I was trying to mix both of them.
Oh, for sure. Getting that call back, I respect it. Good hustle.
trying to be equally racist.
Yeah, let's get all the groups. There's a lot of groups.
Yeah. And Yakub made them all. Did he? Well, yeah, he made the Browns too. So
did he make the Asians? Does that count?
Yeah, because he made the Browns.
Yellow is a shade of brown.
Yeah. He took the germs and did his process was called grafting. And like it sounds an awful lot like eugenics to me.
It does.
What he was doing.
Really does.
But when Yakub does it, it's fine.
It's different when a black guy does.
And he made us all with the idea of us being evil, like the Browns too.
Well,
so.
we've done some evil things.
Everybody's done some evil things.
That's true.
You know, nobody gets a free pass on like evil.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, nobody gets to patent that.
No.
There's been a lot of bad groups out there.
Who is the leader of the Hamas?
I think, I think he's dead, isn't he?
Didn't they get him?
Yeah.
What was the new one? They pop up, dude.
Yeah, they are
let's
super active. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always somebody waiting in line.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hamas, who's the what would you call it? The CEO of Hamas?
Yeah. Who's like their main guy?
Let's see.
Yanahe, or is it Yaha Sinwar? Which one is?
Dude, let's see. Looks like Joe Biden currently.
Yeah, it looks like Palestinian Joe Biden.
Kamala Harris.
Jewish names and they hate Jews. It's wild.
They look like Jews too. It's like, guys, we've got a lot more. It's sort of Palestine Israel is kind of like an India Pakistan thing.
Yeah.
We're so close to the same thing.
Over there, those Hamas guys would look just like you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh no, if you let McDonald's into the Gaza Strip, like there wouldn't be any problems. Like if we just had capitalism across the Middle East, like I don't think we'd be murdering each other over interpretations of God.
So
you know, we're all just happy and free.
Right now,
I got one I want to set up here.
Yeah.
All right, wait, one sec.
Okay.
Just to get the facts out there.
Okay,
right now, they are ruling by committee. So they've gone communism over there. There's just the Bureau of Terrorist Leadership, it looks like. Temporary committee leadership. It was Yaha Sinwar till October 16th.
Yaha Sinwar is kind of a cool name. I gotta give it to him there.
Isn't that like 5 days after the original bombing, or is that a year and 5 days?
Yeah, it's been like over a year.
So it was October 7th. Was it 2024? Okay.
Yeah.
Or no, it was 2023.
Has it been 2 years already? I gotta do less drugs. That's fucked up.
I think it was 2023.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like time has flown.
How long has Ukraine been?
Since let's see, I think that was 2021.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're on the.
Is Syria still going on?
What's that? Syria?
Are they still like?
Did they ever
fucking
stop?
shit up? Yeah, is that just like a 20-year civil war now?
October 7th events. Yeah, I think that one just never ends.
People sort of threw in the towel with that. It's never gonna get solved.
Okay.
2023.
Oh yeah. Hamas. Oh, Levi had a thing. What's your thing, bro?
No, well, let me preface this by saying this: the leader of Hamas was knocked down in October.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna hold an alleged democratic election in March.
Right.
25. So this month coming up very soon.
I can't wait.
Oh my god, dude. Well, anyways, I wanted to say, like, the previous dude that was in control, the dude that got gunned down.
Yeah.
Sinwar?
Yeah, Sinwar.
Anwar Sadat.
If you look at the shit that he says, dude, like, this guy is highly autistic.
Oh, damn.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure this guy has Asperger's.
That's great. Keep that one. Say that to Tom up at Side Splitters.
Hamasburgers.
And then look right at him and be like, and Tom is probably your real name, right?
Yeah, no, there's no fucking way Tom is that guy's middle name. It's like when you go to the Circle K and the dude's like, hello, my name is Bob.
I will say I respect that even though we completely disagree politically, he is always respectful to me. He might shit on Israel and sometimes Jews, but he never specifically goes after any Jewish people. And it's like you can tell to him this is just like him telling his authentic story. And I don't think he even knows he's being anti-Semitic.
I'm the comedians, though, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and in his defense, like I'll hit him back. I was like, "Where are the hostages, Tom?" And he laughed. So like it's not one-sided. I'm not a victim. So like I respect that we're equal opportunity.
So after his set last night, I went up to him. I'm like, "Oh man, you did some new shit." He's like, "Yeah, there's a stalemate in the war."
Yeah, that's funny.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He was just like deadpan.
I love Side Splitters, bro. Like even though I was on the wait list last night, I got to chop it up with such good people. Like Ethan Deo, Natasha. Like, shout out all the people that are regulars at fucking Side Splitters.
You can't downplay the networking at places like that,
It's
dude.
crazy, bro.
And, just showing your face there.
Yeah, showing face is huge.
Makes you a presence.
We've been there the last 3 Fridays. I've been there probably 20 times in the last 4 months. It makes a big fucking difference to just show the fuck up.
I mean, that was the fourth Friday in a row for me, which...
Me too, yeah. Yeah, we've just been crushing that.
Pretty big deal. And, and everybody knows, shout out to McCurdy's. Love McCurdy's.
Yeah.
It takes 3 months to get on McCurdy's. I can go to Side Splitters every week.
I know. It's crazy.
Jake, you can fucking echo that sentiment, dude. And shout out to Side Splitters for doing it correctly.
Yeah.
And giving us a place as comedians.
Isn't it weird that we're Sarasota comics? I mean, I live in Venice, but,
and they fucking love us.
We're treated better at Sunshine, at Side Splitters, like...
shout out to Sunshine too, man.
It's weird how often the places that you should be a local guy in, they'll gatekeep you, they'll kind of, like, McCurdy's does do a lot of nice things, they do some things well, I'm excited for the contest, but, like, it shouldn't be that hard to get on their mic, and I better not catch flack for saying that, because it's just true. Like, I'm sorry if that's a rude thing to say.
Especially if you're taking the class.
Yeah, we took the class, that was a lot of money, you know? I don't know.
Yeah. It's $250 to get a 5-minute spot. Like, anyways, look, I love what McCurdy's does. The comedian thing, their class does a lot for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not downplaying that.
Yeah, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have got on stage anywhere.
Yeah, but I think they could do more.
Be one of the 4 or 5 comedians around here that are funny, that do put in work, and you can't go to your local comedy club.
Yeah.
To perform every week.
The fact that we can't just